Howdy everybody, it's SK again, and guess what people? I got me some Dragon Force 2 English translation goodness going on here. The only way currently to be able to play this would be to either have a modded Saturn that allows basically a burned ISO that you can play on it, which from my understanding is a kind of a pain in the ass, or the only emulator that supports it is, I believe, the SSF emulator alpha version 11, something to that effect. There will be a link in the video description below, so that way you can go ahead and give this a try, because unfortunately the nature of the battles, it makes it impossible for pretty much any other emulator to do the thingies with the stuff, basically. So let's go ahead without further ado, jump into this. I have actually played this a little bit beforehand, back when it had a playable. I can't select those because I guess you have to beat those first. That is some sweet effing font right there. That is like straight up RPG Maker 2000, I love it. But I have played this a little bit back when it had the playable English patch, but I didn't get too far, mainly because it had no storyline to it, and I knew there was going to be a part where I was going to have to run into storyline goodness, and I didn't want to mess with it. So I'm not completely, like, 100% virgin blind, but I am about as blind as you're going to get when it comes to any of the stuff that's happening on here. So let's see what we got. We have the Resistance Army. Born of a union between a human and dark elf, Bartz laments his roots and prefers solitude. He must decide whether to head to the call... whether to heed the call of his dark elf blood or forge his destiny among humans. A man of similar ilk, Dario serves as Bart's advisor. That's Fandaria. Who are Dark Elves? Who are Dark Elves? Are they... Alright, that's something I don't remember from the original Dragon Force. Also, like, Legendra has changed, like, a lot. Like, a lot. Looks like Madrick did some funky shit, but I don't know. But then again, they also said, you know, 300 years ago was in the time of myths, so maybe that has something to do with it. Shen has formed an alliance to the end the bloodthirsty reign of Topaz's current monarch. Shen draws great support from the oppressed people who don't seem to mind that he takes advice from two fairies named Lila and Lily. You're like, yeah, it's cool, it's all good. Tradnor. Oh, that's a playable kingdom, huh? Sanis. A nation that values magical prowess. Now that King Lennox has gone missing, his daughter Sanis has assumed the throne with Professor Shepard's aid. While still young and prone to mistakes, Sanis is loved for her unaffected nature. Nito, I'll probably be playing her, probably one of the last. Izuma Nation Kade, a nation of samurai and ninja who hold honor and etiquette in the highest regard. Its monarch, Kade, is viewed as valiant but rash, and tends to fall for men with a wild or charismatic side. Her advisor, Kansuke, tries to keep her out of trouble. Oh, she's very much the exact opposite of, McCall, isn't he? She. Gangas? Really? Not Gongos, Gongas, huh? Cradled in Legendra's forested mountains, Bozak rarely interacts with the outside world. Gongas, the current tribe leader, has earned great renown for both courage and moral fiber. His fellow tribesman Cess advises him. And last but probably least, Highland. Avarice. Occupying the very heart of Legendra, Highland bears a history longer than any other. The young King Avarice, orphaned in childhood, owes his upbringing to his elder sisters. As such, he values his advisor, Celine, as much more than an aide. Neato! Okay, so who do I want to mess with? Don't want to do Tradnor, don't want to do... Well... Looks like I'm going Fandaria, then. Alrighty, let's see the half-elf, half-human, half-breed do his... No, what? Did I... What? Oh, buttons. Sweet introspective, dude. Dario, this village makes how many? 7, my lord. No, I believe this makes 8. Most of Fandaria is under Dark Elf control. I see. Looks like there's no turning back now. Ellipsis. In the past, we were weak and broken, but now that we have the power to fight our oppressors... Lord Bartz. Regardless of the suffering we've endured, we think nothing of the pain we inflict upon others. Lord Bartz, is this not the outcome you wished for? I wonder if I was wrong all this time. Ellipsis. No need to say it. I've been a fool, haven't I? Caught up in my blood's destiny and its hatred. No, of course not, but... All I wanted was to give my people the gift of freedom. How could I let myself be used by Delcia? Isn't this something better left to the concern of a nation's ruler, my lord? A wise man is one who strives to view the world from perspectives other than his own. Ellipsis. So he's not the ruler? Who's there? A devil. At least that's what the humans call our kind. And what business does a devil have with me? Actually, I came here for you. Really? You came here for me? I'm sure you've heard the call of our allies, haven't you? The rallying cry of our blood kin? You share the same blood as us. There's no way you couldn't have heard it. True, I have heard a calling from the depths of my soul, urging me to unite. The time has come. All Dark Elves must band together against those who've stripped us from our freedom. That's why I came to you. I seek out all who share our blood. You mean to tell me I'm the same as the devils who've wreaked havoc all over Legendra? That all Dark Elves hated by humanity share a kinship with these devils? Correct. The blood of devils flows through you. This blood grants you great power. Power. Haven't you noticed? Don't tell me you've never succumbed to the thirst. Unleash the power within. We have the strength to overthrow all humanity, and our allies can grant you even greater power. And you want me to use this strength to aid in humanity's destruction? Would you rather live beneath the heel of a human's boot, even with the power to forge your own path? You're talking about wiping out all humanity. We Dark Elves shall no longer hide in the shadows. With our powers, we'll bring these humans to their knees. My power. Ellipsis. Give it some thought. But think it over very carefully. That is, if you truly wish to be free. The balls? Who's there? I'm Bartz. And you are? I'm Fina. Why aren't you running away, Fina? Where is everyone? Did they already run away? The devils have already swept through this village. At this rate, everyone's most likely dead, right? Then my father, my brother, they're all... Ellipsis. You should go too. As you can see, I'm blind, so I'm afraid I can't guide you to safety. Hurry! Forget about me. Just run away, please. It's alright, Fina. I'll take you somewhere safe. What? Holy shit, this intro! I feel a cool breeze. This is an old building, isn't it? And yet someone's taking good care of it. Oh, how nice of you to notice. You have an eye for detail. Dario. Whoops. Oh, you have my sincerest apologies. No, it's fine. Are you a friend of Bart's? Indeed, I am one of Lord Bart's trusted companions. Sorry to change the subject, but are you wounded? No, I'm fine. Then allow me to fetch you both some refreshments. Oh, allow me to fetch you both some refreshments. Got it. Thank you very much, Dario. You're very welcome. Just a moment. This intro, though, holy crap. Excuse me. I heard this castle was abandoned. Are you and Dario living here? For a while now. Here we can avoid human eyes. Being forced to live in hiding sounds so sad. We're outsiders, after all. But none of that matters right now. I am truly sorry, Fina, for not being able to save your family. Bart's, it wasn't your fault. But you still saved me from those devils. Ellipsis? You're hurt, aren't you? You can tell? What I can't see with my eyes, I can feel. Quick, you need to get that wound looked at. I'll deal with it. Where could I go when humans see dark elves as abominations? It doesn't matter to me whether you're human or dark elf. Now let me look at your arm. You kinda need eyes for that. Fina? Bart's? Get behind me. This place reeks of human filth. Don't tell me you've given shelter to one of them. And what if I did? Humans are a sworn enemy, Bart's. Or have you betrayed us and crawled back to your oppressors? Soon, Fandaria will fall to our might, and we shall rule as gods over this land. With all the humans of Legenda under heel, will forge a safe haven for the Dark Elves. You know, if you're building your nation upon oppression, you're not going to be safe for that long. The devils who attacked my village, their hearts were consumed by hate. Indeed, we're all devils. Me, as well as Bart. Delcia! Didn't you swear you'd crush the humans to break your chains? Your dark elf blood demands this. Ellipsis. Bart, don't listen to him. That girl you're protecting. Have you forgotten that her kind despises you? That they've tortured you? I won't deny that humans have done terrible things to your people, but not all of us are like that. Bart, so you're a dark elf, a devil. Are you going to sit there and take orders from this filthy human? Am I a devil? No, you're not. Only those whose hearts are consumed by hate are devils. Bart, you're no devil. This human here has babbled long enough.
Fina! Daijoubu ka? Fina!
Ooh, that sounded bad.
Kisama!
Ooh, he's pissed. Hang on, I'll go get help. Don't get consumed by hate. Remember your kindness. Save your strength. More than any... Oh, well, there she goes. Bye-bye, Fina. Humans are repulsively fragile. Bards, how can you accept being ruled by such inferior creatures? You're a dead man, indeed. So you'll submit to your anger when siding with the enemy? You're a disgrace to the Dark Elves. If I were you, Bart's, I'd get used to sleeping with one eye open. Because the next time we meet, I'll be chopping off that traitor's head. So...
ダリオ、俺についてきてくれるか?
In spite of all that's happened, will you still follow me?
もちろんお供
Of
いた
course,
し
my
ま
lord.
す。
I shall most humbly accompany you.
俺の体に流れる
The same cursed blood of those bastards flows through me. Am I
闇
doomed
の
to
力
hate
に
as
しか
well?
わからない。
Who knows, but my first order of business is taking down Delcia.
バーツ様、バーツ様に会いたいという男が来ています。
Lord Bards, a gentleman requesting an audience with you has arrived.
Oh.
Jesus, tap dancing. Alright, let's see what he wants. Let's show him in. Where is Fina? There's a cry for help, so I searched the fortress nearby. I didn't have much luck. But I did hear that you saved Fina. Lord Bards, she is my niece.
すまない。
I'm sorry.
俺の
I
力が
couldn't
足りない
protect
ば
her.
かり。じゃあ、フィーナはすまない。
I'm so sorry. My poor sweet Fina. The child had such a kind
ベ
heart.
ルシアにやられたのです。
She was slain by Delcia. The scoundrel took Lord Barts by surprise,
Yeah.
and
俺
no,
のせいだ。
it's my fault. Mine alone.
ありがとうございます。
Please don't blame yourself. You have my thanks for doing what you could to protect Fina.
魔族の侵攻のせいで、
Most of my
今
comrades have
我が
fled
身が
this
一番大事と
devil
人
invasion.
間が人間を見捨ててしまい、
It appears humans aren't the only ones who abandoned their own kind.
ドグルを裏切ろうとしている。
I betrayed the Dark Elves. That's not true, my lord. You have not betrayed anyone. Humans living in this great land are the same as we Dark Elves. Those who wish to claim this land for themselves, they are the real traitors.
バース様、もしよ
Lord
ろしければ、
Barts, if you'd have me,
私
I'd
にも
want to
力
lend you
を
my
貸させて
strength.
ください。
Let's push these devils back.
俺
You're
も
sure?
魔族だぞ。
I'm a devil too, you
お前が
know.
憎む魔族だぞ。
One of those monsters you hate so much.
バーツ様、
あなた
You're no
は
devil.
魔族ではありません。
Even if you share their blood.
血が魔
Your
族
heart
だ
and
と
soul are not the same.
心
Indeed,
が
simply
闇
being
に
a
染
dark
ま
elf
った
human
者こそ
doesn't
魔族
determine the path one will take.
ただし
ダリオ、そしてエンゾ。この俺につ
Dario
い
and
てきて
Enzo,
く
will
れ
you
るのか。
follow me knowing what I
はい
am?。
バ
I
ース
will,
様、
Lord
も
Barts.
ちろんです。
As
バー
always,
ツ
Lord Barts. Hey, I can hold the button down. Lord Barts, let us attend to domestic affairs. Jesus Christ, that was... Okay, now granted there was a good 2 or 3 minutes of something, but that was like 15 minutes of exposition. Jesus, tap dancing Christ. That's nuts! Okay, so... As mentioned, I've kind of messed with this before. Okay. I've messed with this before, but it is very... There are, as you see, a lot more options for Dragon Force 2 than there were for the first. So I'm not 100% certain what this is supposed to be for. Build? Fortify castle. Okay, build is fortify. Damn it all, how embarrassing. Hey, there's no, like, awful sound thing to it this time. That's good. What does Forge do? Recreate inventory. Alrighty. So there's like a lot of shit. Aid. Officers. Troops, 30 monks. Stone Rain. I'm assuming that means Earth. Oh man, this is gonna be hard to learn all this crap. And I will say that this this start is definitely different than Dragon Force 1. Insofar that you know, there you always started, I mean, you were straight up a monarch.
どうする？
Shut up, Barts. I'll get to you in a second. And that you started off as a monarch, you had 5 generals, you had 1 castle, yada yada yada. Here I'm starting with like my guy and 1 dude. That's it. Straight the F up. This music's pretty baller though, I like it. Okay, so well, how should we begin? Oh wow, look, that's mode 7 stuff. I'm pointing at the screen like you can see it. You can't, but I'm pretending you can. Well, how should we begin? I believe Delcia makes his base in Rosso. With him out of the way, we can rebuild Fandaria.
そうです。
Exactly, we can deal with the small fry later. For now, Delcia must pay for what he did to Fina. I agree. Technically speaking, we're at a disadvantage. But we owe it to Fina to at least try. Wait, what am I doing now? Whoa. Blanco. Okay, so... Oh, Jesus, that moves quick, doesn't it? Belera, is this... Rosso. Oh, so I, like, legit have to go this way, then. Okay, that's... What? I can zoom out? What is the meaning of this shenaniganry? That is so funky! Alright, getting used to controls. Oh, Jesus. There's a fast option? That's fast. That is, like, ultra fast. And that is... Okay. So, alright. Select a new destination. I think in Dragon Force 2 you actually don't... No, you do lose the castle. That's right. Oh. I will say that one of the big detractors from Dragon Force 2 as opposed to the first one is... But, you still itching to fight Delcia? You got some stones making enemies out of your own kind. I'll kill him, even if I'm branded a traitor. If Delcia sent you to warn me, tell him this. I'm coming for his head. Gnarly! Can I tag along with you guys? What? That dude's got no conscience. He's nothing but a stinking low-life thug. I accept your offer, but I'd imagine the spilling of Dargoth blood might be difficult for you. You'd be raising a blade against your own kind. I've already made peace with that, but I figure it's worse for you, Bartz. Stefano, that understanding alone makes you more qualified to support our cause. Gnarly! Oh wow, he just randomly joined the army. He doesn't become a separate army. One thing that's kind of detracted from Dragon Force 2 as opposed to the first one is it's not as graphically pretty as the first one. Like, the color scheme, the palette is darker. It doesn't feel as crisp as the first one. However, bear in mind it probably has the same... It had the same budget as the first one, and this has a lot, like a lot of voice acting. A lot of voice acting. The heat of battle boils in my cursed blood, that's why I always win. Hoorah! Go, you rascals! What? Info. Okay, you have 10 bandits. You have 10 soldier. What is it? You have soldiers and archers. You have monks. And you have monks as well. Alright. Now, I kind of wish I had that... With Dragon Force 1, I'd actually memorized the entire, you know, like, Venn diagram of troop layouts. This one I have no freaking clue, so I guess I'll freaking find out. I don't know the difference between bandits and anything else, so guess we'll figure it out. But, you can tell Dragon Force 2 has a much sort of... Oh, it says it right here! Thank you, game! Thank you for actually offering, hey, this is what those soldiers are good and or bad against. That actually makes things so much better, man. Like, way better. Thank you for adding that little tidbit of what's his doodle, because I would be completely hopeless. Let's go! A chance to test my talents. Indeedy do. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh, this music. Again, as I mentioned, the music in, like, the graphic and music fidelity isn't quite as high. This feels a bit more, perhaps, generic sounding. A bit more generic sounding, because I'm pretty sure this is the only battle music there actually is. But, standard formation, no troop effect. Oh, I don't have a second squad, so I guess it's form ranks instead. Is there a... Okay, how do I turn off auto camera? Self, okay. What was I saying before? Yeah, the graphic and audio fidelity, as you see, isn't quite as good as the last one. Buttons? Use skill? Salamander. Damage 30, MP3, Flame Spirit strikes foes around officer. Okay, so in other words, I want to hold on to that then. But, not quite as good. Sorry, I keep losing my train of thought. The graphic and audio fidelity isn't quite as good. The music isn't quite as amazing. Oh, the troops actually move. They don't just stand in place. They actually come out and, do their pew-pew goodness. Oh, that's... Order all. Attack the enemy officer. Behind the enemy. Wait. Advance to the left behind the oh, advance and then attack. Okay. Alright, I get it now. But that's pretty awesome. Auto. Why are you autoing to that? But, I keep losing my train of thought, sorry. Like, the graphic and audio fidelity isn't quite as good. The music doesn't seem to be as iconic, but at the same time, it seems like it's darker sounding, like a lot darker. I mean, that to make sense. I mean, it just said, you know, Dragon Force 2, the God-Forsaken Land. So, you're going to have to expect that it's going to be kind of, you know, it's a darker tone to it, so... And just seeing the 15 minutes of exposition in the beginning, it does, you know, stand to reason that these guys ain't doing shit to him. But I will say that even though the, you know, they doesn't look quite as good, the animations are actually quite nice. I actually am really enjoying... I mean, when I was playing the playable English patch, I really did enjoy it, even though, like I said, the quality visually isn't as good. You get used to it after a while, and you duel. I like the fact that you can actually choose to duel or retreat before going to this whole thing right here. Let's duel! You sure don't sound confident. Alright, let's go. Those general animations are pretty baller, though, I'm going to admit. And Dragon Force 2 does seem to use the... seems to use the Saturn's strengths more readily with the more three-dimensional stuff-majigs. Alright, I got Ricardo. That's good. Now all I have to do is kill Mackie here. That's good, right? Alright, Bartz, let's go. I have no choice. You can't stop the Rainbow Horse? Aw, oh, dude, man, what kind of life have you lived where that's gonna be your nickname, man? I guess it's better than Rainbow, but tap dancing, Jesus. No fear! Somebody from the 1990s, I see. Standard. Okay. Do I want archers first? Do I want them in, like... How is this gonna work? Okay, well, let's do this then. Like I said, this is a bit different than my Dragon Force 1 Let's Play in that I kinda... They're not doing it? Wow, they're actually going on standby. Alright. Disperse, regroup. Oh, I have different options. Maybe it's because he's a general? Okay. Let's see how this one works. Oh, and they start with no power. Oh, their power bar actually goes at a different rate. I forgot about that. No. Order skill. Arm doubler. Officer's attacks will land twice now. Alright, I can do that. Alrighty, that's pretty neato. Order Squad 1. Attack the officer. Go, archers, you're actually good at something. There's a nice change in pace. Okay. Order rank 2, attack the boss. However, I do notice that they nerf the hell out of mage and archers and that they can't shoot more than like 3 or 4 blocks ahead of them. Which makes sense. I mean, the way they were in Dragon Force 1 was like super OP. So there was no right or rhyme or reason for them to actually have that kind of capability. So it makes sense that they're able to... Can I pull the same shenaniganry? Can I pull the same kind of shenaniganry as I did before? Well, it looks like I can for the first ones. For the ones in front of the commander, but not for the ones... Oh, maybe I can? Maybe I can. Check it out. Maybe part of the reason that the soldiers and the generals don't seem quite as good is because they are, like, significantly smaller. You can see, because before, like, you can't see my fingers here, but before the generals would take up, like, half the screen when they were standing there. So they seem smaller. But it's all good. I like it. You know, the visual quality you kind of have to get used to after a while, but I do, like, this music is pretty baller, you know what I mean? A little bit more generic, but, you know, very, I like it, damn it. Okay, so let's recruit some Shaz. Oh, I like the fact that it actually starts with the full reserve of units. That's good. That's like freaking fantastic, in fact. And they recover, you know, units a lot faster. Oh, I'm gonna get. Oh, that's so nice. That's a wonderful feeling. Yay! Okay, you know what? Turn's about to end, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to attack Delcia here. Zeldokia. What does the map look like? That map is so funky looking, dude! That map is so weird! Okay, Fandaria's music is pretty freaking badass, I'm gonna be honest. This is not generic at all. This is like, you know, ogre battle, you know, Shining Force levels of militaristic badassery. I can appreciate it. You say Viceroy? Oh, Viceroy Monarch. Okay. I.e. Who is the leader of the castle? Who is the leader of the army? Got it. Okay, that music's pretty baller, I'm gonna admit. Pretty effing sweet. Indeedy do. Here's the weekly report. We won 2 battles this week. Lord Bart's let us attend to our domestic affairs. Okay. Do we have any POWs? Mackie? Okay. Captives. Oh, recruit POWs manually or delegate POW recruitment. Report POW mood. Okay, let's delegate POW recruitment then. Oh, so I don't have to actually individually talk to all of them? Huh. Fortify castles manually, delegate building to staff. Huh. Is there any reason I wouldn't want to delegate it then? And there's nobody there. Oh, I still technically, even though there's nothing there, I still technically own that castle because nobody else has taken it. That's kind of sweet. That's kind of cool. It makes me feel a little bit better about things. Award? Alright, who do I want to give awards to? Did anyone... Is there a way of knowing who actually earned the award? I mean, I know who did, but is there any way of determining who? I'll bring in some more archers. This is an honor, and I'll bring you some more monks. Dude, this is cool! Okay. So, how do I search for stuff? Attempt to fortify the castle? If I do say so myself. Billara's castle increased by 1. Oh, this is interesting. Pretty much all the castles in the land are only like level 1 to level 3. Whereas before you started with like level 20, level 30, you know, level 20-something castles. This is interesting. Aid. Captives. How do I talk? As a chat? How strange that we must fight for peace. Ain't no country bumpkin, you hear? POW? Sure, leave it to me. With me on the team, there's no way you can lose. Oh, I like the little, the visual effect over here that actually says, you know, what they're doing. I have a daughter in Izumo. I hope she's okay. With this offensive over, let's celebrate with a round on me! Or when this offensive's over. I like the little, as I was saying before because I'm ADD, I like the little, you know, visual that says how happy or unhappy they are. It looks like I said, the visual and audio fidelity isn't quite as good as the first Dragon Force. It's not nearly as polished, but it looks like they've made a lot of changes to the interface to make it faster. Like, you know, you actually start with troops instead of having to wait with absolutely no units and just do nothing. You know, actually gaining the troops is a lot faster. You don't have to wait for each individual tick. You can actually visually see what's going on. You know, as far as the moods and everything, you can actually delegate building and talking to captives and things like that. That's actually... I'm really digging it so far, I'm going to admit. Like I said, I played the playable English patch, but I wasn't really able to what am I trying to say? I wasn't really able to get into it as much because all of it was still, you know, it was only the Outworld version of it, you know what I mean? The actual battle portion of it that was... You could, like, save faster, please. Oh, okay. I guess it was just waiting for me to press the button. Alrighty. Gnarly. But I do like a lot of the changes that they've made here so far, and I'm really looking forward to playing this more. When I will see you guys next time. Peace out. I said peace out. Excuse me, computer. Where is button? Where is button? Where is...